everybody, and welcome to Avenel's very merry holiday lighting here in Avenel, New Jersey, our first ever inaugural event, and we truly are humbled by the response we have from our community today. On behalf of the Avenel Fire Company and the members of the Avenel Community Day Committee, I welcome you here this evening for this event. By way of background, as many of you know, for the past decade, the Avenel Community Day Committee has put together an annual event for our residents. We had a community parade which showcased our organizations here in town, and a community picnic that brought us all together as one here in Avenel. Also, as many of you know, the Avenel Fire Company for many decades has Christmas caroled to our shut-ins, to our elderly, to those who are homebound. But in the past couple of years, we've struggled to get people to welcome us into their homes on a very cold night late in December. We'd pack in with about 60, 70 people to Christmas carol. They want to go to bed. We want to be out there. So we thought we'd combine our efforts this year and come together and do something different. And also what is probably different for some of us, when we think about other areas of the town, there's 5 wards, and we're one of the wards and the only ward that never had a holiday event. So I welcome you here again to this inaugural event, and hopefully many of you will come back for years to come. So this evening, again, being here together as one, representing Avenel and our community, we have some special, hopefully special guests that are with us tonight that are going to sing for us. Councilman Spiller, when we first started putting this together, he made it clear he didn't want a quick 5-minute flip of the switch event. He was looking for something a little bit different with more substance. So he'll be introducing the committee, which is all behind me, and let you know what we've done in the past couple of months after just coming off of the Avenel Community Day event. One of the things that really makes us all up here happy today is for about a decade we've been putting together the picnic and the parade, and it's probably rained significantly on 8 of those 12 years. So we could not have asked for a better day today. Rain yesterday, rain tomorrow, and we're very thankful for that. When we initially started putting this together, we first started with the obvious, which was a Christmas tree. Then we had to discuss, once we saw the catalogs, how we were going to pay for it. And I don't know if those of you out there who know Hank Incognito from Avenel Pharmacy, but we've been fortunate here with the fire company and with the Avenel Community Committee. When you bring him into the conversation, he adds a lot of dimension, a lot of depth to it. And thanks to Hank and his family, they have funded this tree for us this year and for years to come. So we want to thank them, and we'll be bringing him up in a little while. And then we started talking about the next step, which was the menorah. And it was a very similar response that we got from New Classic Cooking here in Avenel, Elliot Huss and J.R. Mendelson, and the same thing happened. We went out, we went shopping, they guided us accordingly, and we found a beautiful menorah. So we wanted to have that here to be represented tonight. We want to thank them also for, hopefully they're here. We're going to bring them up. I haven't seen them up. I'm getting a wave. Thank you. We're going to bring them up as well. We can't thank them enough, in addition to the other local businesses that are here, and we'll name them as well for all they do for our community. But if you've had an idea or didn't have an idea of what these symbols cost, these religious symbols, they are not cheap. And again, if we can give a great round of applause to both Hank and to Elliot and to JR. We also want to thank our friends over at Costello Funeral Home. Tommy and Patrick Costello, always been a big supporter of the fire company and Avenel Community Day. Mayor John McCormick, his charity fund, Dunkin' Donuts Alliance Management, Absolute Properties Peter Mercatelli, DL Printing, Aquila Landscaping, Sorrento's Pizzeria, Home Depot, Northfield Bank, Investors Bank, Carpet Maven, Walgreens, Quick Check, Matson and Plaka Family Dentistry. Thank you all for being here today, in addition to the vendors who are selling some of their goods, but especially the small town. You know, this is the weekend. You're supposed to give back to your local businesses, and that's why we then invited them into our house here at the firehouse. So if you can, remember these businesses, and please support them all during the year as well. So at this time, I'm going to turn the program over to Councilman Spiller. This is, again, an event that we put together, this committee here, and this is something I know he's very happy with the turnout. So at this point, Councilman Spiller.
Thank you, John. Good evening, Avenel. Oh, what a turnout. This makes me so happy. What an event. Before I say anything, let's put our hands together for Mr. John Mitch, our MC, my co-committee chairman. This was actually his idea, and we floated with it. Mr. Mitch has always been a shoulder to lean on, pick on his ear, so John, thank you very much. This is great. Avenel Day was great, is great. This is fantastic. This doesn't happen without the committee behind me. They are loyal soldiers. They are the best committee anybody can ever have. So please, let's put our hands together for them. John Mitch, Kara Brock, Eric Wyman, Christina Wyman, Mark Heidacker, Michelle Weber, Greg Zock, Millie Price, Jamie Sterlacy, Mike Hoffman, Anthony Terabesky, Jace McCauley, Greg Schmidt. Thank you so much. I'd like to also thank Frank Strain, Fire Company President, Mike Hamilton, Fire Department Chief, members of the Avenel Fire Company, the Avenel Board of Fire Commissioners for the use of their property, Mayor John McCormick, my fellow councilmates, thank you so much. I'd like now to call up Mayor John McCormick, our great Mayor John McCormick, for a few words, please.
Thank you very much, Corey. You know, John Mitch stole a little piece of my talk. I was going to say we have bad news and good news tonight. The bad news is that the 3rd Ward is the last ward to have a holiday tree lighting. The 1st Ward has Barron Arts Center. The 2nd Ward has Olson Towers on New Brunswick Avenue. The 4th Ward has right by St. Cecilia's on Middlesex Avenue and Oak Tree Road. And the 5th Ward has the Evergreen Senior Center. So this is the last ward to finally have a tree lighting. That's the bad news. The good news is I have never in 12 years of mayor going to all the different tree lightings seen a crowd like this. It's the biggest crowd ever to witness a tree lighting ceremony probably in the entire history of Woodbridge. And that's a credit to the people behind me. That's a credit to people like John Mitch, people like Corey Spiller. They exude Avenel. They're so proud of being from Avenel. John is a former councilman, current town clerk. Corey, of course, is your current councilman. These people are so proud, as is the committee behind me. Whenever something happens in Avenel, and you heard the litany of the parade and the Avenel Day and all the different things that go on here, it's a wonderful community. I'm so proud to be the mayor of Woodbridge Township, and I'm so proud to be here tonight in Avenel with all of you for this great ceremony. So thank you all for coming out. Have a great night tonight.
Thank you, Mayor. Just like my committee, this looks great. All the events we do look great, but without the assistance of Mayor McCormick, the administration, and the council and the school board, their resources are phenomenal. So please give one more hand for them, please. We have several dignitaries up here with us. I see we have Councilwoman at Large Elizabeth De Jesus, Councilman at Large Greg Ficara, 2nd Ward Councilman Howie Bauer, from our Board of Ed, Jonathan Treegweiser, and I think I saw in the audience, former member, school board member Johnny Golden. Give them a round of applause, please. So no holiday lighting event is complete without some performances. So at this time, I'm going to turn the program over to first Mr. Compatello of Avenel Middle School Honor Choir, and then Miss Amory from the Woodbridge High School Chorus, and they're going to perform some selected songs for you. And then we're going to have some DJ music again, and then we're going to conclude with a few more words, bring up some of our honorees. And good Lord willing, a 14-foot tree and a 6-foot menorah are going to light at the flip of a switch. So thank you very much.
Hi. Hello, Avenel. How are we today? What we have here today in front of you is the Avenel Middle School Honors Choir, and our first song we are doing today is Joy to the World.
Sing
Thank you. Our second selection is White Christmas. Thank you. Our next song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Our final song today will be Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
We are very happy to be here at your first tree lighting. I am Miss Amory, the director of the Woodbridge High School Choir, and I am feeding back. When I asked my students if they would come tonight, I asked for volunteers, and I got way more than half of all the choir members that I have. So I hope you enjoy our performance tonight. We're going to start with Carol of the Bells.
Sweet summer bells seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, on in the dale, telling their tale. Hearing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding, merry, merry, merry Christmas. Ding, merry, merry, merry Christmas. Oh, they sang on the bell and their joyful tongue to everyone. Hark how the bells, sweet summer bells, all to the same. Oh, Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old. Ding dong, ding dong, glad is the song, with the ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, on the dale, telling their tale. Hearing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding, merry, merry, merry Christmas. Ding, merry, merry, merry Christmas. Oh, they sang on the bell and their joyful tongue to everyone. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away, bluebird, we sing the love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland.
In the meadow we can build a snowman
And pretend that he is Parson Brown.
He'll say, are you married? He'll say, no, man.
But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, your branches green delight us. Oh Christmas tree, your branches green delight us. They're green when summer days are bright, they're green when winter snow is white. Oh Christmas tree, your branches green delight us. Do-do, do-do-do-do, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, do-do, do-do-do-do, da-da-da-da-da-da. They're green when summer days are bright,
They're green when winter snow is white. Do-do,
do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do.
We are going to do a piece, when Councilman Spiller talked to me about this, he said there was going to be a tree lighting, and we've done a number of tree lightings in town, but he said there'd also be a menorah lighting. And I had a student inquire who had already come to me about adding some more inclusive music and doing some music for Hanukkah. So Miss Anastasia brought me her entire notebook full of choir music, and we're now going to do a piece for you called Let There Be Love. And I want to thank her for sharing that with us.
Announcements I forgot. Round of applause, Councilman at Large Kyle Anderson's in the house. And along with everybody I thanked before, these things don't happen throughout the township on a daily basis without the assistance of our DPW, our Parks Department, and our Police Department, so please put your hands together for them. So if I can have the Avenel Fire Company, their families, Woolwich High School and Avenel Middle School chorus assemble in front of the stage.
The firefighters, when they go house to house, these are the carols they sing. So please join us. Silent Night, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and Jingle Bells.
Virgin Mother.
I can have Hank and his family come up to the stage. Hank Incognito from Avenel Pharmacy. They're gonna go here, switch. Yeah, switch. What's up, guys? So, Hank, Avenel Community Days, Avenel's Very Merry Holiday Lighting presented to Hank Incognito of Avenel Pharmacy 2018 inaugural Switch Flipper. All right, Hank, grab the switch. We're going to count down from 5, and we're going to look at a beautiful entry. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Hank. Let's get JR and Elliot Huss of New Classic Cooking. Very sponsor of our menorah. Avenel Community Days, Avenel's Very Merry Holiday Lighting, presented to Elliot Huss and J.R. Mendelson of New Classic Cooking. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank Rabbi Judah Pearl, who was my go-to rabbi to get the correct and proper way to do a menorah lighting. So this one's going to be a little different. We're going to start at 8. So when he gets to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's when he's going to pull it and everything will be lit. So